See the people walking down the street, fall in line just to purchase beets. They don't know where they want to go, but they're walking in time because we got the beets. We got the beets. We can't sing, but we got the beets. Oh my God, that was scary. Hello, and thank you for joining me for Veg with Lisa Live. I'm Lisa, this is obviously live, and today I've got da beets. But before I get started showcasing these beautiful crown jewels, please tell me that you're here, say hi, type in the comments so that I know you can see me, and then I know that you can hear me, and then I know that you're interested in getting da beet yourself. All right, today I'm going to show you that I got the beets, and I'm going to give you 4 reasons why I got the beets. The first reason, which is always the first reason, always in my book, is because they are absolutely delicious. If they're not delicious, if it's not fun, forget it. Second, because they're highly nutritious. We'll get into that and I'll tell you all about it in just a bit. Third, they're super easy to procure, whether you grow them in your garden, which I've actually done. I didn't grow these beauties, but it's super easy to grow them in your garden, or you buy them at your local farmer's market, which is what I did with these. I got these at my local farmer's market from Pat and Rachel's Gardens here in Kansas City, if any of you are local. Or if you buy them at Hy-Vee, Shop Hy-Vee. I apparently just feel like releasing my throat chakra. Kathy Hyde, hello, Kathy. Do you got da beet? I know you do, sister. The fourth reason why I encourage you all to get da beet is because not only are they delicious, not only are they nutritious. Kathy Hyde, you're in the US. They're delicious, they're nutritious, they're easy to procure, and they're super easy to prep. And notice I didn't say cook, because a lot of you tell me, and I get it, that you don't like to cook or you can't cook. No problem. We're not going to cook. We're going to prep some beets. All right. Let me turn you down here and show you what I've got going. Oh my goodness. This is always an adventure. I need an intern. Oh, Jennifer. Oh, you love beets. I did not know that. So I've got a comment that beets are good for depression. Hey, I know that's a big problem with a lot of us in today's world, especially living in the middle of a pandemic. So gosh, yes. And also Jennifer says they're like candy in the oven. I couldn't agree more. Candy in the oven. Who doesn't want candy in the oven? Okay, so this is how I bought these beauties from Pat and Rachel's Gardens at the farmer's market. Look at this. They come with these greens on them. So I'm going to show you what to do if you're fortunate enough to bring them home like this. Now, sometimes you'll see them just like this in the grocery store. No worries. Pick them up and they're great. Chop these beautiful feathers off. And what do you do with these? Don't throw them out. Throw them in. Save them. They're delicious. You can chop them and slice them and saute them with garlic and extra virgin olive oil, just like you would any leafy green. Okay, so now I am left with these beauties. Let me make sure I've got one of each color. I intentionally did not buy the blood red beets that you might see at the grocery store, because I figured you guys probably are familiar with those and you know what to do with them, but you might not know that these come in all these colors of the rainbow. Yes, beets come in red, deep purple, orange, yellow, candy striped, even white. They come shaped like hot dogs, yeah? And no matter what color you pick, they're super good for you. It is these pigments in these beauties that have these superpowers. Yes, I won't even try to say the name of the pigments, but they're antioxidants that have so many benefits. They're good for our cardiovascular health, our blood, they're antioxidant, they're cancer fighting. So I'll get a bit more into the nutrition, but first I want to show you, where did my peeler go? Oh, he's not home. Anyway, so you cut the, oh, look at this surprise. Isn't this gorgeous? This is a beautiful beet. Well, I don't know where my peeler is, and I don't know how I can show you. You know what? I'm gonna have to improvise. Normally, I use a vegetable peeler that I had earlier, but I don't know what I did with it. So we are yogis in the kitchen, and we can improvise. You can use a little paring knife. Oh, Maeve is watching. Hi, Maeve. I'm so glad to see you. All right. So you want to peel these, and if you have your vegetable peeler, if you can find it, it will make it so much easier. However, if you don't, you can use a paring knife. Look at this. It's like unwrapping a beautiful present. Like unwrapping a beautiful present. Look at that. This is a fancy beet with a fancy Italian name, Chioggia or something like that. If you know how to pronounce it better than me, let me know. I tried to take Italian one time, and I lasted about 3 classes. It was a disaster. Look, isn't this beautiful? So you can see, super, super easy to prep, even if you don't have a vegetable peeler, which I bet you do. Okay, let's pick one of these little surprises. Oh, what color are these? Look at this, look at that. So again, these are those super power pigments, the colors in these beets that make them so amazingly good for you. Hi, Marilyn, great to see you tuning in. Yes. So whatever color you get, know that the color is the super power of the beet. Yep. Okay. See, it took no time at all, even without my fancy gadget. Chop them into wedges like this. Absolutely stunning. Aren't these beautiful? Now, hello, Rob. I like to roast my beets. When I talked about if you don't like to cook, totally cool. I would encourage you to learn how to prep. Anybody can do that. I just showed you how easy this was. Roasting is a really fantastic method for cooking almost any kind of veg, and it's a great method for cooking beets, because all you got to do is peel them, chop them, throw them on a cookie sheet, and I just use foil because it makes it easy. I think we better do another one. Makes it easier to clean up for me, and as if you are a regular Veg with Lisa watcher, you know what, you probably wouldn't even need to peel these if they're organic, but the skin can be kind of tough. If you're a regular Veg with Lisa watcher, you know that most of my cookie sheets are from past relationships, either mine or Rob's, and they're probably like the relationship they're a little toxic at this stage. So I cover my cookie sheets with foil for a couple of reasons. Look at this beauty. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. So why else are beets good for us? Well, let me tell you. If you think about the beets that you are probably more familiar with, the ones that are bright red, they kind of look like blood, don't they? Do the regular bright red beets, I didn't buy any, but that you are used to, they kind of remind you of blood. So think about any place that blood is involved in your body, beets are good for that. Yeah, they're good for cardiovascular health. Okay, just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, not too much. They help prevent coronary artery disease. They help prevent stroke. They can help lower and manage our blood pressure as well as our cholesterol. It didn't come out of a pill bottle either, did it? It just came out of the ground. So they're good for our guts because roots like this that grow in the soil have some of the magic from the soil in the food, so that when we eat it, we're getting some fantastic probiotics, good microbiome business for your gut. Okay, so I've got that. Now, look at this. This is beautiful, pure white sea salt that my cousin Mildred sent me from Wales, from the Isle of Anglesey, where my mom's family is from. Okay, so just a little bit of salt, sea salt, and then just a teeny weeny little grinding of fresh cracked pepper. Okay, I'm just doing a teeny little batch because I've already cooked some. Pop those in the oven, hang tight. And, oh, let me get some out. You know, if you're like me and you don't have a good cookie sheet, you can also use a big, beautiful cast iron skillet like this. Look at this. Let me show you. Oh, I love it. I love it when they're just a little bit of crispy like that. Yeah. Okay, what else? Beets have a lot of great water content, so especially if you eat them raw, like shredded on a salad, they're a great source of fiber. We get enough protein, we're lacking in fiber. 25 to 50, I'm upping it. 50 grams of fiber every day. Beets are a great source, yeah? They're also a good source of folate, of potassium, of iron. Again, think about the blood cousin, Mildred. Oh my gosh, it's great to see you. I've got your, oh sheesh, I need to take a deep breath. Beets are also a great source of iron. If you think about when I told you about the blood, Angie, oh my gosh, it's great to see you. When I told you about anything related to blood, beets are helpful with. So iron, yeah. They're also anti-inflammatory. So you can see what happens to the colors, but it doesn't affect the nutrition. So these guys turned into these guys. Isn't that interesting? Yep. They also can increase, this is pretty cool, and I bet Rob, who's watching, knows this. In fact, I know he knows this because we've talked about it. Beets are also great for exercise, for physical stamina, for physical performance, and also they boost your oxygen levels. So beets are fantastic if you're an athlete like Rob. Okay, here's a super duper secret, some herby tahini sauce. This is kind of like healthy ketchup. I love this stuff. You can make a really nice tahini sauce with fresh herbs, and there's something about this kind of tart tahini sauce. I had cilantro and I believe parsley, so that's what I used in this, but you could use dill, goes great with beets. I love to drizzle my beets with a little bit of this tahini sauce. And again, I try to put as much green on my plate whenever is possible. So that's a little more cilantro. And then check this out. I picked these out of my garden just before the show. These are nasturtiums, and they're beautiful and they're edible. Both the leaves and the flowers. Geez, I kind of made a mess today. I got so excited about my Welsh Isle of Anglesey sea salt. All right. Let's check out these beets. Oh my gosh, they're absolutely delicious. You know, I know it can be a little bit confusing knowing what to eat. Beets are one of those foods that people sometimes might be afraid of because they do have a pretty high natural sugar content. They're loaded with fiber, they're loaded with water that helps balance that stuff out. When I work with my clients one-on-one in my health coaching programs, that's one of the things that we do is I help you demystify what to eat for healthy aging, for feeling better, for a healthier heart, and you know, just for more fun. So if that's something that you're curious about, shoot me a DM and we'll schedule a quick call and see if my program would be a fit. In the meantime, eat more beets. Thank you for joining me for Veg with Lisa Live. I'll see you next week. Now, who's going to clean up this mess? Rob!